good evening to everybody that are with us today. Again, I'm very happy to be here. For those of you who don't know me or that's their first time, my name is Dan Kaufmann. I'm a research assistant professor at the University of Utah, Department of Neurology. And in headache school, usually what we do in the fourth week of the month, we give tools and techniques. The reason is because we've been doing headache school for several years now, and we have a lot of very important and very interesting presentations. And we also decided that beside the knowledge that we want people to experience, we would like to give people actual tools and techniques, actual simple to use tools that they can take that from the end of the session to their lives and practice that. And this is something we're going to do today. What I chose to do today is what we call the lake meditation. I learned it from, it's a mindfulness practice. I learned it from Palouse Mindfulness. There is a very, very important and helpful website. Dave Potter, he's an incredible teacher of mindfulness, and it's all free. There's a free 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction course that is online, and I highly recommend it. And I've done it, and I learned that from him. And I thought that it might be something that is important because I take the lake meditation with me sometimes during the day, just by, as we're going to practice today, just by remembering a lake and kind of connecting with the properties of the lake. Sometimes it helps me to calm down, to increase my awareness. And so I thought it would be a good idea to introduce and to do that practice here today. And that's kind of like after what we've done last month, which we've done the mountain meditation, which was also a mindfulness meditation. I thought it would be a good idea to introduce the lake meditation. So without further ado, I suggest we'll just start. So anybody that listens in, you can keep your camera on or off, whatever you prefer. And just make sure before we start this meditation that you silence your phones. I'm actually going to do that right now. There's my, oh, it's over there. That you silence your phone, you make sure that you're not interrupted, just because it's just easier and nicer to be more absorbed in the experience. So just, there's no need to write or anything. Of course, you can if you want to, but just, make sure that you are in a comfortable place, that you're either sitting or lying down. And I'm inviting all of you to just connect with yourself, connect with your body, allow yourself to adopt a comfortable posture, either sitting up or lying down. And whenever you're ready, I'm inviting all of you to just close your eyes. And as you're doing that, closing your eyes, listening in, being with me here, we're just going to start with a short body scan. We're just going to scan our bodies from our legs to our head. And if we encounter any area that we feel has tension in it, it's important to notice and just see if we can just let the tension go. So just allow yourself to focus, starting from your feet, and allow yourself to just notice your feet going up your shins, to your knees, and up your thighs, and notice all the muscles, allowing all the muscles to be limp and loose, going up from your thighs to your hips, to your belly, into your chest, and then to your shoulders, noticing if there's any tension anywhere, and you can just allow, just by focusing on the area, allow that area to relax. Let all the muscles become limp and loose. And from your shoulders, imagine yourself going down your arms and elbows, down your forearms and palms and fingers, really reducing every tension everywhere that you encounter. And from there, I would like you now to notice your lower back. And from your lower back, imagine going up your spine, up your back, all the way to your shoulder blades. From your shoulder blades to your neck, really reducing every tension. Every muscle becomes limp and loose. Going all the way up through your head, up your scalp, really reducing tension, and going back down from your scalp to your forehead, down to your eyebrows and eyes, allowing your eyes to really just comfortably close. You can allow your eyes and eyelids to just be closed comfortably, not too tight. Allowing yourself to notice going down your nose and cheeks and lips and mouth and jaw, allowing your jaw to sag. And noticing now your tongue resting comfortably at the base of your mouth. And as you're doing that, as you just scan your body, allowing every tension to become limp and loose, to really every muscle to calm down, allowing yourself to really relax your body, I'm inviting you now to begin by pay attention to the actual sensations of contact and support as you're either sitting on the chair or sofa or maybe lying down. And really, I'm inviting you to notice where specifically your body is making contact. Notice your seat and your back and your legs and arms next to you. And really how your weight is distributed on the floor or on the bed or the recliner. And just actually sensing into your body, completely full into your body, feeling your feet and your legs and hips, lower and upper body and arms, shoulders and head. And as you're doing that, I'm inviting you now, when you're ready, to start bringing awareness to your breath, to the actual physical sensations of your breath, really feeling each and every breath as it comes and as it goes out, all the way just letting the breath just be exactly as it is, without trying to change it, without trying to regulate it in any way, shape, or form. Just allowing, accepting, really just allowing it to flow really easily, really naturally, with its own rhythm and pace. All the time knowing that you're breathing perfectly well right now. And everything is okay. There's nothing for you to do, nothing for you to be. And just allow a sense of being complete, being whole in this exact very moment. Just allow your breath just be your breath. And take a couple of moments to just keep connecting with your breath. Let it be. Focus on the inhale and on the exhale. Just noticing how your breath, just by noticing the natural rhythm of your breath that allows you to calm down even more, become even more relaxed. And just keep noticing that. And as you're doing that, as you rest here, I'm inviting you now to let an image form in your mind's eye. And that image is an image of a lake, or maybe a body of water. It could be large, could be small, could be somewhere that you've been in, or somewhere imaginary. And just this lake held in a receptive basin by the earth itself. And as you're doing that, just noting in the mind's eye and in your own heart the fact that water likes to pool in low places. Water seek their own level. It's like asking to be held, to be contained. So as you're doing that, just allow this image to really gradually come into greater focus, greater clarity. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, that's perfectly okay. Just allow yourself to have this sense of this lake and just know feeling of its presence and how it's like to be next to a beautiful lake. And again, that lake that you're invoking, it may be deep or it may be shallow. You might imagine it having different colors like blue or green. The water may be muddy or maybe clear. And when there's no wind, the surface will be flat, even mirror-like, reflecting the trees and the rocks and the sky and the clouds, really holding everything in itself momentarily, all of those things. And wind may come, and as wind may come, it may stir up waves, causing those beautiful reflections to distort and maybe disappear. But after that, sunlight may come and it may sparkle in those ripples and dance on the waves in this play of shimmering diamonds. And just notice all of that, because the lake just sits there. As wind may come or may go, sun may come or may go, day and night. And when night comes, it's the moon's turn to dance on the lake. Or when the surface is completely still, to be fully reflected in it, along with the outline of the trees and of the shadows, all of that reflected in the lake. During winter, the lake may freeze over, yet it can be teeming with movement and life all the way below. And with summer, it might be lively and sunshine, having the trees blooming in its reflection, having little wind kind of going over, stirring a little bit of the water, creating some waves as the sunshine is reflecting on the lake itself. And as you do that, rest here breathing As you establish this image of the lake in your mind's eye, allowing yourself, when you feel ready, to bring that image inside yourself fully and completely, so that now your entire being merges with the lake, becoming one with the lake. So now all of your energies in this very moment are held in awareness, with openness, with compassion for yourself, just in the same way as the lake's waters are held by the receptive and accepting basin of the earth itself. You just allow yourself now to just be the lake and adopt all the properties of the lake, the openness and the compassion, and really hold yourself exactly like the basing of the earth, with a lot of receptiveness and accepting of yourself, like holding yourself. And as you're doing that, breathing as the lake, feeling its body as if it's your body, allowing your mind and your heart to be open and receptive moment by moment, and to reflect whatever comes near, or to be clear all the way to the bottom. All the way you might experience moments of complete stillness, when both reflection and water are completely clear. And just notice that experience of complete stillness. And just sit with that for a moment. And as you do that, you might also want to experience other moments, perhaps when the surface is disturbed, maybe a little choppy or stirred up, like when the wind comes, and reflections and depth lost for the moment. And you might want to notice that as well. But then through it all, the stillness, or when the surface is disturbed, through it all, as you're listening in, as you're lying here, simply observing the play of the various energies of your own mind and your own heart, the fleeting thoughts and feelings, the impulses and the reaction, which some of them can come and some of them go as ripples and waves, and noting their effect, just like the lake noticed the effects of all those ripples and waves. And as you're in contact with them, just as you are in contact with and feel the various changing energies that play on the lake, like the wind and the waves, the light and the shadows, the day and the night, the different seasons, and the reflections, the colors and smells. Noticing all of that, being in contact with all of them. Noticing the effect of your thoughts and feelings. Do they disturb the surface and clarity of the mind's lake? Do they maybe muddy the waters? And is that okay with you? Isn't having a rippling or a wavy surface, isn't that a part of just being a lake? And maybe it will be possible for you to identify not only with the surface of your lake, but also with the entire body of water, with its full depth, so that you can become the stillness below the surface as well, which at most experiences only gentle undulations. Even when the surface is choppy or ragged, there's still at the deep part of the lake the experience of only gentle movements, gentle undulations, and you can allow yourself to connect with that depth of the lake and remind yourself that even when the energies come and go, the mood comes and go, different thoughts, different feelings, and even though it may steer the surface of the lake, like the surface of your mind, you can still connect with the depth of the lake and still connect with its stillness, just like the lake itself. And in the same way, maybe in your own meditation practice or in your own daily life, you can also be in touch not only with the changing content and the intensity of your thoughts and your feelings, but you can also be in touch with a vast, unwavering reservoir of awareness itself. And that awareness resides below the surface of your mind, just like the depth of the lake. And the lake can teach you all of that. It can remind us of the lake within ourselves. And so, in the same way, even if sometimes we're disturbed by different emotions or thoughts that might stir us up, the lake reminds us that we can also be in touch with its depth and stillness of the lake itself. And if you find this image to be of value, you might want to take note of exactly that lake, exactly how you imagine that, exactly how you visualize it or experience it. And you may want to use it from time to time to really deepen and enrich either your meditation practice or your daily life. And you might also want to invite this lake image to empower you and guide your actions in the world as you move through the unfolding of each and every day, carrying this vast reservoir of simple mindfulness within your heart and remembering what the lake can teach you. I'm inviting you now to keep dwelling here in the stillness of this moment. And we can be the lake in silence right now, affirming our ability to hold in awareness and in acceptance right now all of our qualities of mind and body, just as the lake sits held, railed, contained by the earth, reflecting the sun and the moon, the stars and the trees, the clouds and the sky, the birds and lights, really caressed by the air and the wind, which bring out and highlight its sparkle, its vitality, its potential, moment by moment. So right now, I'm inviting all of you, before we end the meditation, I would like you now to continue to sustain the lake image on your own in silence, moment by moment, and really keep being the lake with its own storms and with its own moments of peace, with its own energy on your own. Just keep doing that for a couple of minutes on your own. And when I start speaking again, we'll start ending the meditation. Now, knowing full well that you've connected with the lake and you can keep using the lake image in your meditation practice or in your daily life, remembering all that the lake can teach us, and knowing that you can always come back and be the lake at whatever time, whatever point that you choose to repeat this meditation. But just for now, I would like you to slowly, slowly let the image of the lake fade away as I'm going to start counting from 1 to 5. When I'm going to get to 5, you'll open your eyes, be in the here and now, normal, relaxed in every possible way, while taking with you all the wisdom that you've gained through this practice. Starting from 1, slowly getting yourself to the here and now, going up to 2, and 3. You might become more and more aware of your body. You might want to wiggle your fingers and toes. And 4, you might want to move a little bit in your chair, want to stretch your arms and legs. And 5, go ahead and open your eyes and be here with me in the here and now. Relax in every possible way.